August 5th, 2025. I have to make this quick so the phone doesn't decide to explode itself. At Joseph Trumbull Park, you can hear and see the fountain over there. I'm at the little playground area, gazebo. And I think this might be Rivercane in particular. Because it doesn't have little hairs at the base of the leaves, like almost the rest of it does. Ooh, hold on, we're gonna look at this wasp quick. Said no pictures. And it also has a whole bunch of tiny leaves like this. Well, these are covered in sand because it's falling over into the sand here. But southern cane is aka switch cane, but I refuse to call it that. It's supposed to have usually bigger leaves. And this one does have some bigger leaves at the top, but it's also got a crap ton of the tiny itty bitty little leaves. Like right here. Right back in there. Walk this way. Like right here in particular. Look at these. And yeah, there's no hairs at the base of the leaves. You can actually see the rhizomes. Well, there's also some pepper vine there, but you can also see the rhizomes growing right next to the sidewalk. Still don't know what the tessellate thing means, but these leaves are not, doesn't have noticeable hairs on the bottom. Also, interrupting, here's some creeping cucumber. Yeah, so this might be Rivercane in particular. I'm gonna end this video so my phone doesn't explode. Okay, I cut a little section of rhizome and rinsed it off. I don't see any air canals at all, either on camera or with the naked eye. It's a tiny rhizome though. I mean, comparatively. But yeah, there's measurements. So this might be Arundinaria gigantea. Don't think there's any rhizomes bigger than this one. So yeah, I'll just leave it up to the experts to figure it out. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm gonna add this on quick. Hopefully it doesn't violate the copyright. If it does, sorry. So never mind completely and utterly me saying that I think it's Rivercane because it doesn't have hairs at the thing. This is Appalachiana. Let me just scroll back up to there. Okay, so the one on this row will be, yeah, often strongly developed. The only one lacking it is Appalachiana. So that's, so it's not Rivercane. It's just made the mystery worse. Okay. Bye. Okay, another addition. Using a soda bottle, I've drilled holes like an inch or two up, not at the very bottom, so that this will hold some water. I put some rooting hormone on this piece of rhizome that I cut from next to the sidewalk, and I'm gonna put it in here. I'm also gonna put a humidity dome. Well, I guess it doesn't need a humidity dome because it doesn't have any leaves. It's long rhizome, so it's like mostly in the dirt. I might even just push it down further. And then it's gonna sit in a container of water out here. So we'll have a constant supply of water and we'll see what happens. Bye-bye. Alright, here's the result. I did decide to put a humidity dome. This is an old soup container. So the rhizome is in there. And then it's got a constant supply of water. I'll take this off every now and then in case it decides to get moldy or something. But at least until the temperatures cool down, I'll keep that on there. We'll see what happens. Bye-bye. Once again, continuing, it's just gonna keep getting added on. Here's another section of rhizome I cut off because it was going into an area where it's gonna get chopped. It has a little bit of leaf there, so I'm going to put it in here when I put more dirt in, and then that will be the only thing above the surface, and then I will cover that with a humidity dome. Alrighty. Alright, so there's that one put in this 3-gallon bucket with some reused mulch, glass jar over top. Yep, time for the other ones. I got 2 more rhizomes to plant. Here's the next rhizome. Here's the rooting hormone. You're not supposed to dip everything in here, but we don't give a crap. Where'd my stick poking holes in here. My hand is just gonna get filthy. It is humid as heck out here. So anyways. And that's gonna get watered in, and then this will just sit directly back on top as a humidity dome. I don't know where the lid went, so it's not gonna be a complete humidity dome, but it's good enough. All right, and here's the last one in this turned into a bucket of water in a regular plant pot. It's getting reused with water and a half bottle of soda or water for a humidity dome. The other half is right here for our transplanted little pea. This one's in here with this pickerel weed I just got. I don't know if the seed pods are ready yet. I still don't know how to germinate them, but I just got this from the creek because they were coming through with, I forget the word. Not chainsaws. The other thing. Anyways, that's it. That's all of them, so we're just gonna see if any of them grow. This is the only one that had any live growth on the rhizome cutting. And yep, cross your fingers. Bye-bye.